keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds in the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.
Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to.
Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, that's still my breakfast a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far, crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want, what you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense. Now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as will be a touchback.
Hey, 734.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Carr. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders! Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Carr. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Raiders at 0-11 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Up the middle with Eckler. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time he is in. Austin Eckler with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the reception made by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
The
line.
Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ruck. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner, this time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, he bailed his team out with a scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. And this one is incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got Green. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a 1-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 28, Raiders 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. Running right through him. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because,
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Carr now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Carlson is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jacobs going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Bernard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He's able to find Melton.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And my goodness, going to take possession of the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. On the right side, caught by Green.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This offensive game plan has just been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Carr. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr now to throw. Then he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Raiders 37.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling it. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete.
For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 2nd and 10. Carr. Open man, that's Renfrow. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Throwing now is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw his car. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 8 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Throwing his car. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Herbert. Got a man. It's Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Flush to his right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now it's Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Herbert now to throw. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Carr.
this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim